have the sheet here and I will paste it here. So when I paste it here, now I can call it student names, student names, or student name. Then we have their scores, so we can give some hypothetical score, maybe 49, 70, 34, 23, 78, 54, 67, 33, 56, 71. These are scores for students. And then you want to now maybe get a benchmark for a score. Maybe you say any student that scores 50% has been maybe adjudged to have passed. So you come here, for instance, and we just write 50 as a benchmark. So what we want to do is that we want to see how to have a grading that will be unified for all these students, and see how we can be able to get their score level. Now you see, this is the score. Now the next thing is what? The grade. So but when we want to do this grading now, we will now come back to the Excel function. As you know, the functions are very, very critical to Excel. So for us to grade this, we will now come to the grade and we'll put our function, which is equal function. So equal, we are using the if function. This is the if function. So we are saying that if this score is less than this score, then let it be that the student has failed, else the student has passed. That is the technical language for it. If this score, no matter what the score is, we don't want to know for now, but if whatever the score is better than this, then we can say that the student has passed. So we'll now put the if function, and see it always have an argument, the logical test, then the value if true, then comma the value if false. So this is our place of logical argument. If this, and also it is the same thing here, I can put if this is what? Less. Put your less sign. It's less than what? Less than this. That is the argument. The next thing, you put up your comma, then you put up your invited this thing, and say if this is less than this, then means the person has failed. So you put up your fail. I put your comma, else, since it's only two arguments you have, you now say the person pass. So that is the argument, and you close it. So you now enter it. So we can see that Patrick Musa failed because he scored 49, and 49 is less than 50. So we expect in our calculation that we will now populate that it will give us answer, but we can see that it is just giving us pass. 34 is pass, 23 is pass, 33 is pass. So that means there is a problem. So what actually is the problem? So for us to diagnose this problem, we go back to let's go back to our formula and look at it. So when you come under formula auditing, so that is what we are going to actually use to know why we have this problem. Now, by the time you click on this fail, for instance, and you click on the trace precedence, you see that the thing is traced to 50. Now you go down to the next one and you see trace it again, you see that it is traced to nothing. You pick the third one and you go again, you see that it is just picking without aligning to what the argument you have said, even though your argument is correct. So this is an important problem that we need to sort. That is why I intentionally allow us to get this failure first, that even though we have done the right thing, we are not getting the right result. It's only one of the one that are technically above. Now what it's doing is that it is comparing the work with whatever is here, and moreover this is an empty set. So since it's an empty set, all of them are assumed to be better than empty set. That is why they are all passing. So what do we do? So we have to correct this. To correct it is not difficult. All you need to do is come again, then you can remove the arrow first. Come again to this your formula here. And you see there is the first argument was the score here, and after it you now have the next argument here. So click your cursor on that next argument. When you click your cursor on it, you go to your laptop. At the top most you see there is F1, F2, F3, F4, F5 up to F12. Click on the F4. If you can't click on the F4, that means you have to manually type dollar rate. The dollar rate, the dollar sign should start the, you have G first. In that was the dollar rate come first before the alphabet, and the dollar rate come again first before the number where it is located. We'll make sure it is on the right side, because this one is giving me something else. And since I-71 fail, so so this is where the dollar rate should be, on this. So click on it and put your F4 there. This one will have little challenge. I have to, well, let's do it first. I'll see it and see how we are able to address that. So put your F4 and enter, then go again and then click again. There's an issue here. Okay, so let me just clean it and redo it. When I was trying to put dollar rate, it affected something. So to be on the safe side, remove everything and clean up everything so that you can do it on a clean slate. Then later we can now trace it. Okay, so we come again. This time you put your equal sign, you put your if function, and you say that if this is less than this. When you put your comma, you say it should be fail. S, it should be pass. Should be pass. Then you close it and enter. Okay, then you click back on the fail and come to this less than I12. Just click on it and place your F4 and enter again. So you will now come here and run it. So when you run it, you will observe that it has now been able to be corrected. So you see that 49 is fail, 70 is pass, 34 is fail, 23 is fail, 78 is pass, 54 is pass, 67 is pass, 33 is fail. So it is able to align the scores accordingly. So when you go back again to that precedent to trace it, and you come again to the next one, you see that it is now aligning. So you can trace the scores to where it is coming from. So that is when you look at that place where we have precedent, we also have dependence. So where is the work depending on? We can go that when we finish this, you can also see it. So you can see that. So the way it is now, it is not even depending on this score. Okay, now assuming that I now click on this and then change my score. Let me see if I change the score to maybe 45 now and click OK. Let me remove the arrows and see that now Patrick has passed, or 34 has failed. And if I should change it again now to maybe 60, you see that 56 has failed. So it is able to allow you. So this is what is called absolute referencing. So you can able to reference absolutely, not minding the position of this your student. They can be up to million, but once you have set the standard, everything. So if you are grading a system, you are looking at the performance and you are grading it, you can able to see how it behaves or how it relates to what you have in mind as an idea. So that is what we'll do here. So let me put it back at the 50 that it used to be before there was a repentance, so you can see how it looks like. Now the second thing again is this trace dependent is the opposite of trace precedent. So I can click on the 50 and go to trace dependent. See, it's tracing everything that are dependent on it back to 50, while the other one is tracing one up, and them are going up. This one is taking the other way around. So that is just the only difference there. You can remove the arrow. You can also, if you want to see your formula, you can also click here. Now it will give you how it runs the formula. Let me open it so you can see it. So you see, for Patrick Musa 49 score, this is the function if f. So the dollar sign is constant, for it didn't move. What was moving was just the column or the rows in which it was operating, G4 up to G13. The rest are constant. So that is how you can be able to perform referencing for work in Excel.